It's always been a dream of mine to have a human being who is sensitive and giving and gracious and wonderful, who can get behind me, my music. Tim Pyles commissioned me to do it. He came to me and asked me to pick 4 poems and set them to music.
Well, working with Gary was very simple. Gary thought of some poems and ran them by me, and they turned out to be almost exactly what I would have imagined. We didn't really have to negotiate. It was just, oh yeah, that's perfect.
And then I asked him with my eyes to ask again.
The 4 poems that I chose, one is a James Joyce work, which I set for a cappella, because it's basically the first time 2 lovers come together, and there's a certain aloof and yet anxiety, and then the embracing of the love.
And first I put my arms around him, yes.
And somehow I wanted to keep the purity of this, and that's why a cappella, just the 2 voices, just somehow it sounds as full as a whole orchestra.
My breast, all perfume, yes, and his heart was going like mad. And yes, I said yes.
And the second one was a poem by Blake, Smile, and that is, again, looking at investigating the aspects of loving and how life goes on and how people, 2 lovers, develop into 2 human beings in love and then of love. And then it's all about how we share that love as we grow older.
For it sticks in the heart's deep core, and it sticks in the deep backbone. And no smile that ever was smile.
The third piece, Always, was a poem by Morris, who was not that well known, a poet. The interesting thing about this, the Morris work, is that this is more of a questioning. It even starts, is love? And so it questions immediately, and as the poem develops, it somehow comes to an affirmative ending. It's, is it worthwhile? Yes, it is.
Is love then only liking that lasts while beauty lives, or while the clock is striking forgetful hours of
And the final work is the name of the work, and it's called My Heart's Friend. And this I took from an old Shoshone poem, American Indian Shoshone, and this is a love poem. It's a classic love poem.
But she is fairer, and she is dearer.
Ultimately, the works were couched in this very full sound, this strings, because of course love means strings, and violins and cello and violas, and then just that piano touch at the end of the Shoshone, the piano comes in. It's almost as if it's a glistening on the rivers. It has, I hope, a very, I don't know what, it's very mystical, very, very loving and very beautiful, and that's basically the story of the work.